Rodney Evans. Welcome to No Short Cutz, the channel. But before we start, though, I want to say thank you for coming, bro, and entrusting me to do this, because it's like, I don't even have no experience, and you still, even in the first video we took, I never even showed you that one. So, like, for you to even still, like, this time, take time out your day and come here, I appreciate that, bro.
Of course, bro.
For real. And, like, I wanted to give you your flowers, bro, because you got a lot going on. Like, we was just talking about it. You working full-time, you in school. And just knowing that, like, we started school together and that you came back, bro, like, that's big, bro. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that.
For real, bro. For real. So, we're going to start off light. I'm going to give you a warm-up question. How did we first meet, and what was your first impression of me?
All right, so we was roommates. First impression, I thought you had swag to you, if I'm being honest.
Real?
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thought
that,
you had
bro.
swag to you. I thought, I met AJ a while before I met you, like probably about like 8 months, something like that. She was the first person I met in college. Well, not in college, but when I first got to A&T. So one of the first things I thought about when I met you was to put you on with AJ and stuff. And I thought it was going to work out, if I'm being honest. I thought it was going to work out. I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot, but like, I thought it was going to work out, but yeah. But other than that, other than me wanting to put you and AJ on, I just thought you was a dude. Yeah, I thought you was a chill dude. I couldn't really see you getting mad or nothing like that. I couldn't really see you getting mad you was real nonchalant. You didn't really show no emotion. You still don't show a whole lot.
Everybody be saying that, bro. I be showing emotion.
You be showing a little bit now. Now you show a little bit more. Back then, you really didn't show really a lot of emotion, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, it was hard to gauge how you was really feeling for real and stuff like that.
What I was really thinking.
Yeah, it was hard to gauge that.
When I first met you, I thought, like, we was cool. I thought, like, we got, like, to be honest, I ain't have a lot of good, like, at A&T, I ain't have a lot of good experiences with roommates in general. So it was like, we got along, then we became cool. I ain't not gonna lie, I ain't see us where we at today, though. I ain't know we was gonna be cool today, work, be my boy for real, but I just thought, like, all right, it's cool. If we don't get in each other's way, it's chill.
Yeah, I had no problems with you either in the room and stuff like that. You weren't junky or nothing like that. You was just a chill roommate and shit.
No, for real. Alright. So, like, when would you say, like, our conversations, like, we became cool, or like our conversations got past, like, surface level? Because I would say, like, what made me decide to, like, I wanted to do this with you first because I felt like not a lot of guys is willing to open up and be vulnerable and have those conversations. And you always ask me,
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, you always ask me about, how you feel about this, or what you think about this, or how your trauma. So that's like, I don't know, like, when did like when you would say was that point that, all right, we cool, we can have these conversations?
Probably whenever I came back from and we linked up at the gym. You remember that red gym beside the cookout?
Yeah,
a couple years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah. Probably then and stuff, like, cause that's whenever I opened up about my traumas in the gym.
Yeah,
and stuff. And then that was a good time, honestly. Whenever I got back into school, that was a good time and stuff. I met Ashley before, like, the before that shit and stuff. That was a good time. I felt really good to be back, honestly.
No, that's crazy because you just reminded me, because it's like, fell off the face for a while and then came back and we was just, hey, let's go to the gym.
I think that's just how men operate.
Yeah, for real, though. Yeah. Like, it wasn't no time passed. It was just like, bro, back. Like, it was good to have you back, for real. Like, that's crazy you made me think of that, because that's been some years now. Like, the red gym.
Yeah.
I like that gym, though. Not my favorite one, though. It was the one you gave me the key for, bro.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I canceled that shit, bro, because it was costing. It didn't cost a lot. It was like $9 a check, but it's like I ain't used the shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna pay. Like, you know, I love you, Rodney, but I'm not gonna pay for your subscription. You know what I'm saying? Like
bro, I would have gave like when the day you asked me for that one back, I was like, dang, bro, because that was my gym for real. Like that gym ain't have nobody in there.
Yeah,
man. You can just go in there and get your workout with that.
I can actually get that reinstated and stuff if you want and stuff. You just, as long as you like pay $9 every 2 weeks, send it on Cash App or something like that. I really don't care. Like I'll get it reinstated if you want it, because I think on your own it'll probably cost like $50 a month.
Yeah, that gym, that you could tell that was like an expensive gym if you ain't go through. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I wasn't even tripping. But I'm at the Y now, so I don't know. Like
how much they cost? 20?
40. But
That's
it's like you can go there state to state.
Mm.
So it's like I might be here back home for a week or so. I still want to go to the gym. That's the only reason like my reservations about Crunch. Like they everywhere because they just got one here.
Yeah, Crunch ain't. I don't think Crunch is I don't think it's rare. I just don't think it's everywhere. Like Planet Fitness or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to touch on mental health a little bit. So like, what's something people wouldn't guess you struggle with mentally? Think on it. I want to go first because I want to give you time to really. I think one thing people wouldn't think that I struggle with mentally, because you said, oh, he cool. But like self-confidence, bro, and like knowing your self-worth, that's something I struggle with. Like especially from the beginning point of me knowing you to like, that's really when I was struggling with it, because it's like I wanted to prove something to people who rejected me, and that caused me to do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't even necessarily say that I wanted to do, but I did just out of the fact that I wanted to prove something, that I was this person. But in actuality, that didn't even align with who I am or who I'm trying to be spiritually or mentally or physically. So I would say definitely self-confidence is something I struggle with mentally.
Yeah, because you didn't seem like you were not confident. You didn't seem like the outwardly like cocky type of dude. Nah. But you never seemed. I wouldn't have guessed that you struggled with confidence at all and stuff. I say me, something I struggle with mentally that people wouldn't really guess. And like you want the sugar coated truth, or you want the raw unfiltered truth?
I bought you here to had to open up, cause it's like, bro, I even when we talk, I know it's something, you feel me, more there, you feel me. So I want you to be as open as you want to be.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm still trying to let go of that toxic mentality myself and shit. And it's like, I feel like this is like a common occurrence amongst black people, amongst black men who grow up in the hood and shit like that. Especially without no father, because I ain't have no dad either. Well, I did, but he was abusive. Like, abusive as fuck. I seen some shit as a child that I should have never, ever in my wildest shit seen and stuff. But like, growing up and stuff, I struggle with. It's like I struggled with anger problems and shit growing up. I struggled with anger problems. I never knew how to regulate my emotions properly and stuff. And it's like, I do now for the most part. I still struggle with the anger part sometimes and stuff like that. Sometimes it'll come out like I'll misinterpret somebody's compliment as a backhanded compliment whenever they were actually being genuine or something like that. Or like, and this don't happen all the time, but it just happens sometimes. Or like I'll feel like somebody really don't fuck with me whenever they do, but they probably just waiting on me to speak to them or something like that. But I don't really sense that because I'm so fucking angry. Like a lot of times I be so fucking mad and stuff. And I be mad at people who doubt me and stuff too, who say that I can't. Well, I don't be mad at them anymore because I think, oh, pity you, because I know who I am now, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just like you said and stuff. And this is where I think that we're similar. I used to struggle with trying to prove shit to people as well until I actually stepped into. I realized like all of that just was all of the anger, all of the trying to prove shit to somebody. Just like you, it just stemmed from a lack of confidence within myself, and it wasn't really that confidence wasn't really instilled in me until I left school in 2021, and then had to venture off into the workforce for a couple years and stuff. Like that stretch of time, like that 2-year stretch of time from 2021, the last time I saw you in the dorms, to 2023, whenever I saw you in the gym, that stretch of time, it kind of hardened my heart in the way that I needed it to and stuff. Like I went through some shit that like I really, really needed to go through in order to become the person that I am now and stuff. So I would say to answer your question, it's probably anger issues and self-confidence issues. Well, now it's just anger issues. I'm confident now, but now it's just anger.
Yeah, and I feel you, bro. Like, I understand that because, like you said, I struggle with that too. Like, I definitely went through a phase where it's like, I felt like when you get tried and you don't react how you were supposed to react or how you felt like you were supposed to react, after that it was like, all right, now it's like like you said, I might misinterpret something and now I'm tripping because really it ain't got nothing to do with them, but it's like it's from my past and I let that slide. I ain't letting nothing else slide.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So that's like I know what you're saying. Like I dealt with, like I had to deal with that, and like for a long time because it was like to the point through college, like I'm making scenes, like I'm making big scenes out of stuff that's like really my own demons, my own past traumas and stuff like that. And like you said, like I don't know, it's like for black boys, man, you see a lot of stuff that we shouldn't have seen at a certain age, especially coming from them environments. And it's like you gotta take everything on the chin. It's like it's never. I be wanting to talk about this, like get it over with, but it's like you just gotta be man up, cause like I don't know.
That's the shit I really want to talk about though. Mm-hmm. That whole man up shit. Yeah. We're human, bro. Like we're not supposed to be these hard ass pillars of steel that can't be broken. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to cry. We're supposed to scream and let that shit out. We're supposed to meditate. We're supposed to do a lot of shit that like normal niggas in our community would call being a bitch or some shit like that. But the thing is though, that whole being a bitch mentality, if you really want to get into it, that whole mentality comes from slavery. That shit comes from slavery because they treated us like beasts and they took our manhood from us and shit like that. They took our whole manhood from us and then they even experimented on us, of course, without no anesthesia, shit like that. They thought we were just beasts who couldn't feel pain. And in turn, that just turned us aggressive and we kind of identified with those traits that they associated with us. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, that's where all that shit come from.
But that leads me to my next question, because what do you do when you're not okay, like, and you still have to function? Like for me, like you said, meditate, all that. Like that's when, like the biggest difference from like where you know me from, I couldn't say 2021 to 2023, because I would say this would have to be 2024 to now was just like my spiritual walk, bro. Like getting into the Bible, like praying, like you said, meditating. That's what I do when I'm not feeling like gym. The gym is big for me. Like I don't know, you can relieve so much like anger in there. So like, what do you do when you're not okay, but you still have to function?
When I'm not okay and I have to function still. Mm-hmm. Like if I just fall apart and stuff like that, and I still gotta function or something like that.
Well, like all right, let's say it's one of them moments you angry, but you still trying to present your best self. Like how you gonna get through that anger, or how you gonna work through those moments? How you work through those moments?
So I'm weird. It's like my brain kind of work, and this is just a survival mechanism, honestly, that I learned growing up. My brain kind of got like a switch mode. I know exactly how to act around certain people, and I know exactly. It's like I know no matter how deep in anger that I am and stuff. If I'm in an environment where I have to perform a certain way, then I'm gonna just perform a certain way. Or the other alternative is to just stay completely quiet and don't say shit to nobody and stuff. Not like I'm mean mugging anybody, but my face will probably be blank and I'm just sitting there. But yeah.
Okay. So I mean, we kind of touched on this, but like, is that a real like? Do you feel like there's a real environment for men to really like be vulnerable, or like, is it still being like, are we still being judged? Like, do you think it's an environment?
An environment.
Or not even an environment. Do you feel like you're allowed to be vulnerable and not be judged? Or are you still being judged when you're being vulnerable?
Not all women. I promise you, not all women, of course. But you know what I mean, though. Like, a great deal of women are the only reason that men feel like they can't open up. Men can really open up. Like, me personally, like, now I don't really hide more of who I am now, because like I used to think that I was too emotional or some shit like that. Now, like, I'm confident in myself so much to where even if somebody else was thinking, oh damn, this nigga a bitch for that, I swear on everything I love, I wouldn't care no more. That's the point I got to now, and that's because of that 2-year stretch. But yeah,
I think I got to a point where I'm confident enough to where it's though, like, if a woman, it feels like I'm too emotional, I talk too much, then that's just not the woman for me, and I gotta move around. I gotta go where I'm respected, valued, and loved.
That's the point.
That's it. Like, I'm not in the mode, bro. I'm not trying to change a woman. Like, I feel like you can grow with a woman, but like, if you just flat out, like, you disrespected me or disrespectful, or you shown that you don't value me or respect me, then we can just cut our ties then. So I don't know. That's where I'm at with it, though.
Yeah,
like,
I was at a point.
Kind of on, like, what role do friendship play in mental health?
It plays like one of the biggest roles and stuff. You always need somebody besides your family and stuff. I don't think family is really... family ain't enough. Like, you gonna have to release the cubs into the wild and stuff like that. And them cubs are gonna have to make friends and stuff like that. You need somebody that knows you deeply and stuff. Somebody that's like, oh, that's something that Rodney would do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody like that and stuff. You need at least one. At least. Yeah.
You feel like you got a village?
A village? Probably not a, like, you talking about, probably not a village as in like a couple.
You got your couple people.
Yeah, but they all don't know each other.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
So,
yeah. I get you.
But it's like, one thing that I had with AJ, and it was so fucking rare, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I really do miss AJ. Like, it's like the relationship I had with her, it wasn't she's attractive, but I wasn't attracted to her. It was one of those purely platonic shits. Like, I could actually look at her, and this is so fucking rare because she's exactly my type and stuff. But I could actually look at her and say that I really care about this person and I hope that she's doing good without no sexual attraction. And that's probably the only girl, like, I guess my age, that I could really say that with. Like,
you trying to throw what's that girl you be going to the gym with?
Oh, you talking about Layla?
I don't know.
Oh, she thick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Layla. She hell yeah, I was attracted to her. You think I'm a lot about this? Shoot.
That's real.
Shit.
What about dang. Whatever happened to that 27-year-old? Yeah, how that pan out?
Man, we about to fast forward. But nah, for real though, it wasn't bad. She just didn't. Bro, she left me on red.
Dang.
Bro, but it's like
early or like.
Nah, she read that shit 2 days later and then just left it on.
No, I'm saying like your first message or like.
Yeah, the first and only message. Which was weird because it's like I can handle rejection. It's just I can handle rejection easily. Like if I ask for a girl number and she says no, even if she says no thank you or even no, like I can handle that shit. But it's like the way, cause it's like a fear that's mongering with women and stuff like that, to where they think like if they reject a nigga, that the nigga gonna come back and murder them or something like that. And if she was thinking that, I don't blame her because niggas do be raping, niggas do be murdering and shit like that. But it's just like when it comes, it's just I would rather just her reject me right there and not really waste no time and shit like that. You know what I mean? Than to just like we had a good conversation. You was there. We had a good conversation. It was hefty a little bit. But like, and she was even the one who suggested I take her number down. She was like, "Why don't you take my number down and we can talk?"
It be life though, bro. Like I done came like you said, we gotta chalk it up because I done seen some situations where it's like she probably had all intentions, but then something really happened in life, or you know, it could have been anything though.
And she, bro, the craziest part, she was smiling too. She was actually smiling too, and I'm like, she was smiling during the talking and shit like that too, and it wasn't no cheeky smile. It was a real smile. And so I'm like, damn, what the hell went wrong? But like you said, something could have happened.
Yeah, anything. All right. What are you chasing right now, and why does it matter?
Shit, this degree, and then this physical therapist license after a couple years. That's like really, it's that, and it's really just that. I'm just chasing that, and I'm chasing shit for my resume to get into PT school. That's like the only shit that's really on my mind right now, if I'm being honest. Like that, and you know that research shit I posted on my story.
Yeah.
Tell me bro, that shit about to look smooth on my resume, bro. After I get that shit done, and after I take home first place, you know what I'm saying? After I take that shit home and stuff, I talked to the it's gonna look good to DPT programs and stuff. I went to the college, I think it was called the grad fair. Yeah, it's called the grad fair. I went to the grad fair a couple days ago and stuff. I went to the lady who was at the Duke table, and bro, she was black and stuff, so that helped. But I was asking her like, yo, can this help my application? Can this boost my application? And she was like, hell yeah, that shit can boost your application and stuff. So that gave me actually a lot of confidence in me putting together an application for that. So yeah, I'm just chasing this. I'm just chasing academic goals for real.
No, that's I'm proud of you, bro. For real.
I appreciate that.
Now, like, have you ever like? I mean, maybe from that 21 to 2023, but other than that, like, have you ever doubted your path or?
Oh yeah. Like doubted the path I'm on now, or like just in general.
Or now is it?
So now, me going back to school and actually I should start before the 2021 to 2023 disappearance. That was like, I ain't gonna lie, my life fell to shit, bro. Like it fell to shit. And that was the first time I was ever on my own, because I really just wanted to leave my mom's house and just stay on my own and stuff like that, because I was tired of being up under and shit. And since I'm the youngest, she would just like try to baby me, say I couldn't go there, couldn't go here. That stopped when I was 19 though, but it was still like a little bit of a leash that was. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get up out of here and shit. So yeah, and then I ended up leaving college. You remember Big Girl?
Yeah.
We moved in together. I'm not. We lived together.
You talking about from sophomore year?
Mm-hmm.
When we was roommates?
Yep.
You never told me you went back.
Damn.
Oh no. Matter of fact, I think you did. I might have forgot.
You said went back?
Yeah, you double back. Technically, you had to. Oh no, that would have been around the same time.
Nah, I didn't. Nah, we was together for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
You moved in?
Yeah, moved in together.
How long that was?
Shit. Shit. Moving in and shit. All right, so it wasn't only because of her. I won't say mainly. No. It was two reasons. One was because like car broke down, and then it's like it was so much shit, bro. It was so much fucking shit I was going through. That financial hardship, that shit get a nigga right for real. Like that shit really get a nigga right. But like my car broke down, and at the time, before my car broke down at the time, I was making like over about like 3 times the rent, like how you normally supposed to, and shit. Then my car broke down, and the day after my car broke down, like literally the day after my car broke down, they cut my hours less than half at my job. Yeah, that shit was, yeah. So then there was like a long ass stretch of like, just I'm over here trying to find different jobs and stuff. I didn't find a different job until like later on. Now that's something that I'm so ashamed of. I'm not even gonna say where I worked and shit like that. But yeah, I ended up working 7 days a week for a while, and the whole reason that I that I kind of just let her go and shit, really mainly because, as you know, that was my shorty, bro. I was in love with that girl, bro.
That was your shorty, though.
That was my little shit, like you said. Yeah. But before we moved in, like, we had made up before we moved in and shit, I made up a plan. I'm like, yo, you take care of this portion, and I'll take care of this portion of the rent, utilities, all of that. But we have to tag team this shit just in case something bad happens, like my hours get cut, and I lose my job or something like that. We have to make sure there's like a little bit of backbone that we can fall back on, and that little bit of backbone is gonna be you, and I'll be most of the backbone and stuff. So we just gonna tag team this shit. And she said okay, and she only paid the rent. Like, we lived together about like 2 years, almost 2 years.
2 years?
Almost, even after we broke up and stuff, because I wasn't gonna throw her out. Even after she just stopped paying her part entirely and stuff. Like, I couldn't just throw her out. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just throw her out on the street. You can't do that to somebody you love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so after I lost my hours in my car at the same time and stuff, like, I could still pay the bills. All I would need is for her to pick up on her little part and stuff. And she didn't do that shit. And that kind of like pushed me into. So
she wasn't paying no bills. I'm not meaning to cut you off.
No, she was paying. She paid a couple times. She paid her part a couple times and stuff. But it's like not every time. And she actually paid her part probably like out of about 20 months that we lived there. Maybe she probably paid her part about like six times, something like that. But yeah, and then overall that just made me think like, damn, this girl got unhealthy ass habits. This girl smokes weed all the fucking time, 1. And then 2, she makes the worst financial decisions that I ever even fucking seen. Like every other day I saw her. Damn. Yeah, we probably yeah. But yeah, I couldn't see myself being with her because I didn't think she had a future and stuff. And that's not to say like I'm not better than nobody, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like,
but to be honest, your future and hers didn't align, and like y'all paths didn't align, cause it's like that. It just doesn't align. You got to be equally yoked with someone.
Yeah, we were equally yoked, just not in the right ways and shit. Like, just not in the right ways. Just not financially.
So what's a lesson you learned the hard way?
It was honestly probably that. Just don't move in with anybody too early and stuff, and make sure. Just don't move in with nobody too early. Just don't. If you only been with a girl for like a year and a half, don't move in with her.
Do you see yourself getting married?
It's too wishy-washy. I don't know, cause it's bad.
I got you. I don't know, cause it's like I was asked the other day, like, I want to get married. Like I always thought I wanted to get married, but then I feel like that desire was placed in my heart, and I was like, somebody asked me like, "Do you want to get? Would you move in before marriage?" And it made me think, and I was thinking like, yeah, but like not. But now I'm like, I'm not too sure, bro. I don't know. It's something I gotta pray about.
I think it's okay to move in before marriage. You just gotta be with the girl for a long time and stuff before you move in. Probably like 3 or 4 years at least. At least.
But by 3 to 4 years, you should know if you want to marry that person.
Yeah, but you might not have the financial capacity to marry him. You might have the financial capacity to move in with him and shit like that. And plus, you would want to move in with him before you get married and stuff, because if you get married and y'all just moving in together and that's new and you don't know this person's, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
What's the financial capacity though? Like, is it a amount you see more so on it, or like what's that look like?
Of like a girl moving in with you, or y'all moving into a spot?
No, you said you might not have the financial capacity to get married, but you got the financial capacity to move in with her.
Oh, well, getting married costs a lot because you're going to have to pay for like a wedding and shit like that. You're going to have to pay for a wedding, you're going to have to pay for the ring, all of that. And that shit going to come out to like anywhere between maybe $20,000 and $50,000 or something. But if y'all just moving in together, y'all just paying basic bills and shit like that. That's like, you know what I
mean? Yeah, but that's if you want that $20,000 to $50,000 wedding. I don't need that.
Your woman gonna want that, bro.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, if you planning on dating a black woman, she gonna want that shit for a wedding.
Nah, bro. Not every black woman need. We gonna do closest friends, family. We gonna do. I'd rather spend the money on a honeymoon or something. Mm-hmm. But I'm definitely gonna do it. I don't know if I want to say on camera like.
Remember, you can edit
price range. Yeah, price range of a ring though. Like I was thinking, like I spent $1,000. That's about it.
Nah, you can't cheap out on that though.
But that's like about $1,000 ain't cheaping out, man.
I mean, but it's like for I don't know, maybe like a couple thousand for a ring if you want like a rock or something like that.
Man, we finna go moist tonight. But it's like. You can always upgrade.
Yo, that's funny.
You can always upgrade later though. Like it just depends on where I'm at in life. Cause it's like if I got it, you know, right now $1,000. For real, bro.
That man said most.
Yeah, go.
Yo, you funny as fuck.
For real, bro. Like, what's something people try to skip that you had to go through?
Something that people try to skip that I had to go through.
Before you answer that though, because it's like you don't even know the name. Like I actually the whole name of the whole channel I want is No Short Cutz. I started that in college when I was broke, I was hurting, and I felt like, dang, every time I tried to do something or go one way, or I felt like I was met with so much resistance, and it's like, dang, every time I try to take, like, literally, don't you know how you try to skip a step or go around something, or like financials might not be there to go to the next semester, so I'm trying to hop on a payment plan and finesse that and do this, so it was just like, dang, for me, I just realized, like, there's no shortcuts, bro. Like, you gonna have to go step by step to build. I don't know. I think that's just what I live by.
Something that people try to skip that I had to go through. That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie, that's a real good question. I won't say being broke or nothing like that, but really, and this is about to be in like general terms, really just having a very, very important plan completely just crumble and shit. I feel like everybody has to know what real failure feels like and stuff. Like that's the only way that you can actually grow is through failure. Like niggas have to be. I feel like niggas have to be fully confident in a plan, and then that plan go wrong and stuff. It really makes you more intelligent too. You don't want to fail all the time or nothing like that. Yeah. But you just want every dude got that one. Well, most dudes got that one failure that really just changes them for the better and hardens them. So yeah, I feel like every dude need to go through that one failure, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Not on the list, but like, is spiritual health, is that something that's important to you, or do you, or how is your, like, do you believe in God? Because I don't think that's something we really talk about, like, even if we on our ones and twos going out or something like that.
I am spiritual and stuff.
Alright, so we closing up, coming toward the end, so I got 2 more questions for you. I'm gonna ask, I don't know how I want to do this. I'm gonna do this in this order. Who were you versus who you are now? Who you are becoming.
Wait, what was the question?
Who were you versus who you are becoming.
Oh, okay. Started getting thick skin after that 2-year stretch. That's whenever like skin really grew thick. And I ain't really get confidence until really, like, real actual confidence combined with humility until I broke up with Ashley. That was like,
you talk about me. I'm trying to remember who Ashley is.
That's the one you said that you knew was going.
No. All right. I said I don't know. My discernment was working a little bit.
Shit.
A little bit.
So you thought that, like, and I need you to be brutally honest with me. You thought like she might have cheated.
Oh, I can't speak on that. I can't say that, bro. But cause it's not right. Like, it's not like I really knew her. But
you can feel somebody's energy and stuff like that.
You want me to be brutally honest?
I want you to be brutally honest. I don't care what you say, bro.
If you want me to be brutally honest, I can't speak on if she cheated or not and none of that like that. But I felt like
she ain't respect me.
She wasn't into you more than you were into her, or equal to the amount you were into her. But that's outside looking in. So I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, though.
That's actually true, though. It was that, and she didn't really respect me, and I didn't realize she didn't respect me until after the relationship was over with and stuff.
I've been with a woman who, like, you lost respect when you got asked for something, like when you got keep asking for something that somebody not doing, like, like I done been in that situation, not being valued, respected. Or, so it's a part of life, bro. It really is.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it's a part of life. It's just it happens. It happens, bro.
Yeah, but I needed that shit, honestly. If I could go through all of that shit over again, I honestly would. Because like I really needed that shit, bro. I think I don't know. Next question.
All right, we're gonna close with this one, bro. Okay. You I want you to answer this. Look at the camera and answer this one. We're gonna close on you. First, I want to say thank you for taking your time out your day, bro. We finna get in that gym, put them weights up, and I appreciate your time, bro. And it was a good conversation. I loved, like, you really opened up. Like, I wanted to have this first conversation with you because I knew how it was gonna go. Like, I didn't know how it was gonna go or how open you would be, but I knew that we could be real. Like, I could be real. Like, I feel like I can open up to you. So it's like, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But last question: what's one thing you want people to take from this conversation?
Well, I gotta think about this first.
Yeah.
Just stay focused and don't get distracted. Just stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on your drive. Keep your drive alive. Don't let anything distract you from the main shit you got going on in your life, like family, your job, your career, all of that. Don't let anything be too distracting. Focus on you and focus on building an empire within your own life, if that makes sense.
All right, bro. Cool. Yeah.